أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم Bismillah والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Regarding how to perform the wudu in a practical manner. So in this part of the dars, we get into sifatul wudu, the description of the wudu of a Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam as ordained in the Quran in Surah Al-Ma'idah and as described in the Sahih Ahadith like the famous Hadith in Al-Bukhari of Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu anhu and as listed in the Hanbali Fiqh book Zadul Mustaqni. So I'm going to take you through the process of how to perform the wudu in a practical manner, not just sitting with the book but actually showing you the steps inshallah ta'ala. What do we begin with? We begin with the niyyah, with the intention. And where is the mahal, where is the place for the niyyah? Al-qalb, the heart. Now you don't have to say it out loud, you don't have to say I'm making a niyyah for wudu, for salah, no. But in your heart you have to make an intention that I'm performing this wudu either to get rid of a state of hadath, yani I need to be in a state of wudu, or to go make salah, or for whatever reason you want to make the niyyah for wudu. So you make this niyyah in your heart. There is no particular words you have to use, you just have to make that intention because this is an ibadah. Tayyib. Next, you can say Bismillah, because as we mentioned that the tasmiyah, to say Bismillah is wajib, is obligatory in the wudu. So you say Bismillah. Now I am not in a bathroom, I am in the wudu area in the masjid. This is not considered al-khala, this is not considered the bathroom. So here I can say the name of Allah. If you are inside an area where the toilet is there exposed, there's no barrier between you and the toilets, then that is the al-khala. There you can say Bismillah in the heart, or you can say it before entering the bathroom. As it's sunnah to say Bismillah before entering the bathroom anyway, but you say it with the niyyah for wudu. At-tasmiyah, who's saying Bismillah, is the next step. Then you can do your siwak first. Many people think the siwak is done doing madmada and istinshaq. There is no hadith to restrict it there. Rather, the siwak is used عند كل wudu, yani with every wudu. So you can do it in the beginning. Before you actually begin the rest of the wudu, you can do the siwak. Some of the ulama felt you should hold your left hand because the other side is on the right hand. Either way it's fine because there's no hadith to specify. Rather you do the siwak starting from your right side, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to begin everything good in tahara and things from the right side, and then you go towards your left. You can come back, and there is no hadith about exactly how to go up and down and things. Rather you just use it to clean your teeth. And this is a practical thing. This is an ibadah because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us about the virtues of it. And Rasulullah said, if it wasn't a hardship upon my ummah, I would have ordained it with every wudu, another hadith with every salah. So it's also something that is with virtue. But you also want to make sure your teeth are clean from it. So you don't want a siwak that is very soft or something that is very harsh. You want to always wet it and make it soft with your teeth, so it gets between your teeth and cleans your teeth. There are other scientific benefits. There's been research about this type of tree branch and how it benefits the gums and so on. But we do it for the ibadah and the rest we get anyway. So you can do the siwak. After the siwak, you can say the beginning of wudu qabla, yani before the obligatory aspects, is to wash the kaffain, the two hands, 3 times. So I will begin with that. You take some water and you wash your right hand once, twice, 3 times. Now, as we mentioned before, it's sunnah to go between the fingers. Then you do the same with your left hand. It's best not to leave the water running because it will be israf, waste of water, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbid making israf of water 3 times. You do not do more than 3 times. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbid the Sahaba from doing more than 3 times. That would be israf. So 3 is the maximum, and this is, I'm going over the regular way of wudu. After the hands, we begin with the first obligatory aspect of washing, yani that is from the furud, from the fard, which is the face, and the face includes the mouth and nose. The mouth and nose are obligatory. You begin. Based on the sahih hadith, authentic hadith, you wash the mouth and nose with 1 kaf, 1 handful of water. Not the way most people do, where they do the mouth 3 times and then the nose, they make fasal. They separate between the mouth and nose, 3 mouth, 3 nose. This is a weak hadith. The sahih hadith shows that you do your madmada. This is called madmada. So you do the mouth and nose with one handful of water. That was once. That was twice. Now this, taking the water into the mouth is called madmada, and to move it around, this is from the sunnah. And then to take the water in the nose, and then istinthar. This is called istinshaq, to put the water in the nose. Istinthar is with the left hand. Now, this is my right hand. In case you're watching a video and it seems to be flipped, this is my right side, this is my left. So I begin using my right hand with the water, using the left to expel, as the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Now I did that 3, meaning I with 3 handfuls, I did the mouth and nose together 3 times. Now I do my face. The face has to be washed from the upper hairline. What if somebody's bald? Then you go with where the regular hairline would be. From your hairline to your chin, and from your ear to the ear. The ears are not included, but from the beginning of the ear to the ear, this is going to be your entire face. If you have a light beard and the skin is visible, you have to get to the bottom skin. If you have a thicker beard, then you do the best you can, and then we'll do khilal of the beard. We'll put our fingers through it, as I will show you. So now we're doing the face. You begin at the top, go all the way down, best you can. Tayyib. Now here, you can take your wet fingers and run it through your beard. This is also from the sunnah. This is the second. Wet fingers through the beard for the thicker beards. This is the third. And then your face is done. After your face, we do the arms. The arms, as we know, is ordered in the Quran. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَيْدِيَكُمْ إِلَى الْمَرَافِقِ, yani your hands, from your hands to the elbows. And you mentioned that includes the elbows. So many of the ulama said the tartib here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us to begin with the hand all the way to the marafiq. So you begin with the hand in obedience to the sunnah or the Quran as the tartib that's given. And you roll the water down. And this rubbing is mustahab, to rub the water. Even if you just put the water, this would be enough, but to rub. And let the water flow, let the water drip as the sins are taken off from this. You do your right arm, this is my right arm, 3 times. You roll the water down, let it drip from your elbow, cover your elbow and a little bit above it, and you let it drip. Now, this is the 3rd time I'm doing it. If somebody's arm is amputated, then if it's amputated and there is a part of the forearm that's there, then he washes that. If it's amputated at the elbow, then he washes the bottom part of the top of the arm. If it's amputated on top of that, then khalas, he is free from it. So 3 times he did the right. We made sure we go through the fingers, washed it. Then we go with the left arm. The left, as a sunnah tariqah, the way of Rasulullah, is to do the right first. So again, same thing. I let the water drip. And this is the 3rd time. Now, after the arms, we do the head. As we mentioned, that it is obligatory to make masha of the entire head, and it's sunnah to come all the way back to the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my hands. Now this is not washing, this is masah. So I take my wet hands and I begin from the top and I go all the way back. I do not make masah of the nape, rather I go to the bottom of the hairline, and then as from the sunnah mustahab to come all the way back to where we began, and then with my wet hands I do my ears. I take my index fingers and I do the inside, and I take my thumbs and I make masah of the outside. So this is the masah of the head. As some of the ulama mentioned, as we mentioned, if you take separate water for the ears, nothing wrong with that, but what we see from the Sahih Ahadith, that you make masah with the same. Tayyib, after the masah of the head, the last thing we have is the feet. We take our feet, beginning with our right foot, and we let the water start to flow on our foot, and we wash, and we go between the toes. You can use your right hand or your left hand, This is not an issue, but you wash the feet, including going from between the toes, and you make sure that you wash the heels, no part of the heel, or your ankle should be left dry. We try to increase the wudu as the nur, the light, will be shining from those places of wudu on the Day of Judgment. So once, twice, then 3 times. Then we go to our left foot. Same thing, going through my toes, making sure that I wash the foot, including the ankle and heel, twice, 3 times. This is the end of the physical actions of wudu. After this, it is from the sunnah to say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. This